I thought it was time for me to make another video with an attempt to educate, or at the very least pass on some knowledge which might only be useful at a pub quiz. In this video I am going to give details about two specific instances of biologically determined death, which may be of interest, and give insight into a potential third. I will start with the smallest cell interaction and work my way up. In the case of mammals, cellular activity has to be limited within the biological system as a whole. To maintain the body, systems and processes have to be kept under strict control. Overall, the body is designed to be as efficient as possible. This includes a system for eliminating processes that are no longer necessary and stopping rogue elements. One of these processes is called apoptosis. Apoptosis, also termed programmed cell death, is a mechanism by which an organism can terminate specific cells when they are deemed no longer necessary. It sounds weird, I know, but there are biochemical signals which trigger cells to create what I would term proteins of peace, which causes orderly but complete cell destruction. I will leave additional details on this process in the description. Going up in scale, I would like to briefly touch on the topic of miscarriage. A miscarriage is a non-viable pregnancy in the uterus or an embryo or fetus without a heartbeat up to 20 weeks along. What might not commonly be known is that about half of miscarriages are directly related to fetal chromosomal abnormalities. Chromosomes are the structures inside cells that contain genetic material, so biology has a way of identifying cells that are abnormal and will not go on to be viable. A built-in quality control of sorts. So in short, I have covered two systems where biology directly dictates the end of a life cycle, but on different scales. Here is where I propose something for conjecture. What if there were similar processes on a larger scale? There seems to be a constant barrage of information into a specific group, which shall not be named. This group, they state, has a very high propensity to committing suicide. The authorities that be then claim that the reason for this high self-mortality rate is due to external factors, i.e. society. My controversial take on this is, what if this drive is not due to external influence at all? What if it is due to a biological imperative? I know it is a lot easier to blame the rest of the world for personal problems, but it might be worth facing a mirror back at the group in question. Someone argued to me that you should tell those group members to grow a pair, but my response was that they would most likely just lop them off again. So that you do not get me wrong, I am not advocating that assistance should not be given to anyone with suicidal tendencies. I just object to being labelled as the cause of their issues in the absence of evidence. I would caution these small groups to appreciate the assistance society offers instead of griping of their lot, because as society giveth, so society can taketh away.
I won't kill you. But I don't have to save you.